So we're gonna talk about Destiny today.
What an idiot! Oh, what a loser!
You may know about him, you might not know about him, but from my understanding, he's a political influencer on the internet, and he has a lot of, hot takes. I put the quotes up because I don't know if these are actually hot takes. I think he's just being dumb and stupid. He's just gonna say the worst thing possible to get people riled up, which that might warrant the term hot take in that situation, but it's just so dumb. I don't think he believes half the things that he's spewing out, and if he actually does believe half the things he's spewing out, well then hey, maybe I'm wrong, but this Destiny guy has gone way too far in many accounts. I'm gonna show a few of them right now. The first thing that I have to show you has to involve what happened at the Trump rally recently. I'm not gonna get into politics, and don't worry, I'm not gonna end up saying one side or the other. I'm not even gonna say my own beliefs because again, I don't want to polarize an audience of mine. I get it, there's free speech, I can freely talk about what I want, but I'm not gonna try to bring politics into this because I know a lot of you guys would probably prefer me not to talk about politics that much. I'm more just gonna cover what influencers and online celebrities are doing currently. And he's obviously anti-Trump, Destiny is, and he ends up saying this about the firefighter, an innocent bystander who got shot and killed at the rally.
F the dude, the firefighter guy, Trump, people that support him. I just want you to know, okay, just in case you're confused or it seems like I'm, whatever. If one of you were in the crowd and you're a conservative fan of mine and you end up, getting blown away or whatever I'm making fun of you the next day on Twitter. I am 100.
Some of you might be watching that saying, that's not that bad. It does get worse than that, but it's pretty inhumane already for him to sit here and say F the firefighter who died there, because it's one, just showing a lack of respect for the guy, but two, he was an innocent bystander. Even if he was going to vote for Trump, no matter which side you vote for, it doesn't mean you should have death upon you and then further disrespect on your life after that. And by the way, to the family of the firefighter and anyone else who got injured or harmed at that rally, I hope everyone makes a speedy recovery, and I'm gonna have you guys in my prayers as well. I do think there needs to be some respect there because again, those guys weren't involved in it. It was a horrible event that happened, a true tragedy for the country, I would say. And people going on to, make fun of it, and especially with the ill intent that Destiny has, it's just awful. I get it. There's gonna be memes about it. There's gonna be dark humored people around the event, but saying F to the firefighter just because he was a conservative or just because he was gonna vote for Trump, a little messed up. He just died. Just chill out. This is another thing Destiny said. Destiny needs to be put on watch list is what AKA said. This is an effing R word that got killed at the Trump rally. Effing Lamau. And then here's Piers Morgan apparently obliterating Destiny on live television, calling him inhumane for his twisted views.
Where conservatives can say anything.
No, I'm not a conservative.
They can have any conspiracy theory.
I'm not a conservative.
They can have any plot. They can do anything, and then liberals are supposed to sit here and be like,
Destiny,
"Oh my
no.
God, it's so tragic."
No, Destiny.
Absolutely not.
Let me explain.
Absolutely.
Let me explain my position because I'm not a conservative. I'm not on either side in your race, right? Here's what I think about what you did. You'd like to fire off, as you've done so far in this debate, about your fury at how disgusting Republicans are, how inhumane they are, how they never have any empathy, blah, 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 blah. And then you yourself actually are exactly the person that you're describing. You are inhuman. You are somebody who seems almost gleeful that a young firefighter with a family, with a wife and children, who he was protecting as he was shot dead, that he deserved what was coming to him because he went to a President Trump rally, a man who was president of the United States until recently for 4 years and maybe again. You sound almost gleeful, Destin, and I'm sorry, that makes you, frankly, despicable.
There's some things I don't agree with Piers Morgan, but he's kind of been on the money lately about some of his takes, at least what's lined up with me. Again, I'm not going to get into politics. I'm not looking to polarize anybody who watches my videos, but regardless of what your political stance is, we should at least be able to say taking innocent lives is not a good thing, and an innocent life was taken that day. Here, Destiny retweeted saying this clip is like 6 years old, LOL.
I'm ready for the great cleansing, dude.
Cleansing?
The cleansing.
What cleansing?
When we genocide conservatives in this country.
Are you gonna be out in the streets with your Glock?
Maybe. I gotta go back to Nebraska and grab it.
Okay, so he really doesn't like Republicans, conservatives. Again, he claims this is 6 years old, LOL, as in he doesn't believe that anymore, or maybe it was just a joke 6 years ago or something like that. I'm not gonna really use that against him because there's worse stuff than that. By the way, I don't know a lot of the context about Destiny. I'm not doing a full background check on him. I'm just looking up some stuff on X, some of the stuff he posted, some of the stuff that other people posted, and seeing if we can get a good opinion of the guy. Nothing can prepare you for when the man who begged for foot pics lets you scratch him until he bled and asked to eat your boyfriend's out of your goes viral for cheering on the death of a random firefighter at Trump's almost assassination. So that's a little weird if Destiny's like that, has begged for foot pics. He lets himself get scratched until he's bled. Yeah, that's a little weird. Right here, Destiny says that CP seems like an okay thing. Let's take a listen and see if that's actually what he says.
What about child pornography?
That's kind of a different thing. There's like moral versus pragmatic sides of that. I've seen a little bit of evidence on the pragmatic side, and it seems like an okay thing. I probably shouldn't say that.
I don't know the context of which he's talking, but CP's never an okay thing. I'm trying to think of what context that could be placed there to make CP an okay thing. It reminds me of Vosh's argument. If you don't know who Vosh is, he's a person that he wants to be morally consistent, and he used to say that CP was an okay thing because we allow people who get taken advantage of and work in like sweatshops to make clothing for us and make products for us. Morally, we have to be consistent because CP just takes advantage of people, and that is somehow similar because people are also taken advantage of to make products like shirts and clothes, just like how the children would be taken advantage of for CP, which would just be a product for people. And that's a horrible way to put it. That doesn't morally make it consistent that CP is an okay thing. And so if Destiny had a similar view to that, that still doesn't make it an okay thing. I think majority of us can agree that CP is just never okay. Children should never be put in a situation like that ever, and it's never an okay thing. So that's weird that Destiny has this opinion, but again, I don't know the context. Maybe the context makes it more clear. I doubt it does though, because CP should never be an okay thing. All right, this is from the LOL Cow live show podcast thing, whatever it is. Keemstar, Boogie, and Destiny's here. Boogie apparently pulls out a knife and threatens self-harm during a debate with Destiny on stream. And again, from my understanding, Destiny says something that triggers Boogie to go grab a knife and like almost cut himself, but Keem leaves the call. But my question is why is Keem, or whoever's in charge of this live thing, why is he still like on the live stream and on the podcast, on the show? Like, why is this that thing? Are they just doing it for views? Like, is Keem going back to his old ways, hanging out with sick and horrible people just for views? Because Boogie, didn't he just like fake his whole cancer thing? Why would you want to associate with that? Why would you want to put him on a platform? I mean, this is just going to get him more popular if he's sitting here talking with Keem and getting along with Keem. I don't know, that's weird. I'm not going to highlight that here because, again, I don't think Boogie should be put on a pedestal. He should get the EDP 445 treatment and just die off, fall off. Let's see what Destiny says here. It says, turns out this time she didn't come back, huh, Destiny?
I'm in a poly relationship. The reason why I'm in a poly relationship is because I don't give a if my girlfriend goes and another guy, because I know she's coming back to me at the end of the night. Because we love each other. Because I'm a cool person. I know that.
All right, so we kind of have an idea of who Destiny is. He's just a cuck. He's a heavy left-leaning liberal, a little bit of a snowflake because he does get a bit triggered when the right does something, so he believes he can hit the right back with a very bad take. He can be just as humane as he believes the right is, and he believes fighting fire with fire is a good thing. Again, not gonna get political here, but I'm just saying there's no reason to be inhuman here and just say F the firefighter, F anyone who gets shot up at a Trump rally. That's not okay. This is a point in time where everyone should be at least giving their respects to the people who got harmed there, because nobody should be wishing any sort of violence against another individual, especially just for political views. I don't know, seems really weird, but I want to make a video highlighting some of these weird guys that I'm finding on the internet. I never knew who Destiny was prior to this, but I checked out his Twitter, I checked out what he had to say, I watched the full Piers Morgan interview, I watched a couple interviews that Destiny has done, and he could say say some fine stuff if he calms down and relaxes a bit, but he seems to get all like riled up and have some really wild takes, have some really questionable words, whether that's tweeting, streaming, or in interviews, and it makes him a super unlikable guy. It's just saying, you have to be able to watch what you have to say when it comes to stuff like this, because it's so inhumane to sit here and say F the person who lost their life, who's an innocent bystander, regardless of what their political stance is, who they're voting for in the election this November. But it seems like he's already getting one demonetized from Twitter or X, and it seems like his Kick account, he got like suspended or something like that. Which is funny, is because now he's probably going to be calling saying, hey, when conservatives were like banned or demonetized, they were crying out, and now it's happening to me just because I have a wild take. Well, it's not really fair for Destiny to sit here and crap on an innocent man who's already dead. Like, there's no reasoning for it. The only reason for Destiny to do this is for political motives. He wants to sit here and crap on anyone who's a conservative, even if it's an innocent man who already died and can't be here to defend himself. It is just messed up in my opinion, but let me know what you guys think down below. Do you know who Destiny is, and what is your opinion on Destiny? Should I look more into Destiny, or is this video pretty much a good bite-sized chunk of who Destiny is, and I should just move on from him? Is there anything else I should be looking out for? Let me know down below in the comments. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys all next time. Peace.